Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Kids Safety Series. Let me introduce myself. My name is Nicole, and I work for the Sexual Assault Counseling Program through SIGN. What I do is I facilitate workshops and run community programs on education in the Yorkton area. And today I have some really exciting information for you guys. We have a four-part presentation series for kids, and they're mini, so they're pretty little. We get through them in under 10 minutes each, I believe. And at the end, there are some PDF files with anger worksheets, how to make a safety plan, and your very own downloadable certificate so you can be proud that you completed the course. We know now more than ever that being safe is very important. So we want to talk about how to stay safe at home, how to stay safe online, how to stay safe with our bodies and with our hearts. So this four-part program will allow you to do that. And once you watch them all, hopefully you guys feel a little bit more equipped to stay safe at home. So let's start with our very first video. I'm going to try share the screen for you on here. And first we are going to do internet safety. All right, so let's make this nice and big for you to see. And there we go. So we want to keep in mind that the message we're trying to portray here is we want you safe at home, in life, and at heart. Below on the screen there also is my contact information. So if you have any questions or want to make a comment on some of the presentations that you're about to see, please do, or if you have any problems downloading those files. And again, those files can be printed off and used at home, or you can just write them down in a journal, and that's okay too. So being safe online. Going online is super fun. We all probably are spending more and more time on our computers right now. We get to play cool games. We do a lot of our learning on there. Your teachers probably have you on there all the time doing different activities. And we get to connect with our friends and family, especially now the people that we aren't seeing. So what are your favorite apps? What are your favorite things to do online? I have 3 boys. And some of their favorite apps are Snapchat, Instagram, and TikTok. I think that'd be it. And then they like online games too, like Minecraft and Roblox and that sort of thing too. So those are all really cool apps, and I'm sure you have some of your own favorites. So as much as going online can be super fun, it's also very important that we stay safe. Sometimes you kids understand technology even more than us parents, which is kind of crazy, but it's true. So that means that you have a responsibility. And responsibility means that you're capable of being trusted and you have control over your own choices and your own actions. Okay, so we want you to take your own responsibility online, even if it's something we adults don't know you're doing, right? I want you to remember that it's really important to always let your parents monitor your apps. It's okay that they look at your stuff on your computer. Let them tell you, or you tell them if something doesn't feel right. And even teach them about some of the new apps. You can be your parents' teachers if they don't know what's going on. Okay, so we're going to go through an acronym. Okay, do you guys know what an acronym is? An acronym is when the first letter of the word stands for something different. So we are going to do the acronym SMART. Okay, so the S in SMART is stay safe. So safe is being careful not to give out your personal information. So that means don't give out your full name, your email address, your phone number, where you live, or any photos that might have that information. So if I stood in front of my house, they would know what my house number was, right? Or maybe if I took pictures in front of my school, they know what school I went to. Okay, so don't give any of that information online. So that's the S in SMART. Next is M, which is meet. Never meet someone that you've never met in person first. It can be really dangerous. If for some reason this is happening, make sure your parents give permission and are with you, okay? A in SMART is accepting. So be careful when you're accepting emails or private messages or opening any files or pictures. Sometimes when we're opening them from people we don't know, they can contain either viruses that wreck our computer and our system, or they can have really nasty or mean messages in them. Okay, so we have to be careful who we're accepting messages from. The R in SMART is reliable. So we have loads and loads of information that we're seeing on the internet. Not all of it is true. Okay, so make sure that you are paying attention to who you're getting the information from. And so as much as we're spending more time online and on the internet, so are people that aren't doing very good things. And they might be lying about who they are or what the purpose of being on there is. So make sure you're checking that information. And if you get a bad feeling, trust it. Now, the T in SMART stands for tell. So tell your parents or trusted adult or caregiver, and we're going to talk about who those adults are in, I think, our fourth presentation. Okay, so tell an adult or a caregiver if you feel uncomfortable or worried, or if you think maybe you messed up, which happens sometimes. Okay, tell someone that can help you. And if you ever get bullied online, or you know anyone that is getting bullied online, or you see it, you should tell an adult or trusted person immediately. Okay, so next we're going to talk about quickly checking our settings. So each app and social media outlet that we're on has different settings. Okay, some of these are pretty easy to adjust, some we don't even know exist. So for example, on Instagram, you can make sure that someone has to request to add you as a friend, so they can't just automatically follow you. Things like that. So make sure that only people that you know can view your profiles and your pictures. Make sure that people have to request to follow you. This is really important. Make strong and safe passwords and get your parents to save them in your notes. Your parents should always know your passwords, but no one else needs to know them. Okay? And if you aren't sure how to make a particular app or account safe or secure, there's lots of YouTube videos. So you just type in there that you're looking for settings on, say, Instagram. I'll use that as an example again. And there should be someone that will give you a tutorial how to do that. Ask your parents if you don't know, or even get an older brother, sister, cousin, someone to show you and teach you how to use those apps. Don't use them until you know the security settings first. Okay? All right. Next, we're going to talk a little bit about cyberbullying. So we've all probably heard what bullying is before. Cyberbullying is when you do it online. So that means sometimes people will email, send instant messages, posting rumors about someone, or just saying really mean things. Okay. Sometimes someone else will impersonate someone. So that means they pretend to be someone they're not, or someone will pretend to be you. They steal your accounts, your pictures, and sometimes they do things that aren't so good online with those accounts and those pictures. Okay. So it's very important that we do watch who we're adding on there and make sure that we're watching for those impersonators. So sometimes this can be name calling, someone pretending to be you, like I said, or even spreading lies, photos. It's not right, and you deserve to be treated with respect online. And you need to treat other people with respect online too. If you see this happening for yourself or to anyone else, tell an adult right away. The thing is, we know how big online is, right? We could talk to people all over the world. So that means bad things can spread really fast too. And we want to stop the bad and only spread the good. Okay. So because we're talking about bullying, I want to talk about peer pressure. Now, peer pressure, I always say, has a big bag of peer pressure tricks. So a lot of times the people that hurt our feelings or say mean things about us, pretend to be us online, they aren't always someone we don't know. Sometimes they're friends or people that we thought we could trust. But people sometimes use tricks to get what they want, or maybe to hurt our feelings or get even with us. And it's not right. But I do want to talk about what that looks like, so you know that you can use your voice and say no to peer pressure and cyberbullying. So the first one we're going to talk about is insults. So insults is making a person feel bad for not doing something so that they'll do it, right? So being like, oh, you're a baby or a loser, right? Using those mean words to make you feel bad and do something. Another one's reasoning. So that means pressuring them and giving them kind of real reasons why they should participate in something. So maybe saying, well, you'll have no friends if you don't do it, or, oh, come on, it's not that bad. Next is rejection. Rejection is when you pressure someone by threatening to end the relationship or the friendship. So saying, well, I won't be your friend anymore, okay? Or no one will like you if you don't do it. Then there's an unspoken pressure. Sometimes just seeing our friends do something, we don't want to be the one to stand out. We don't want to be the only one not doing it, so we just do it, even though we don't feel comfortable. It's important to recognize that and to recognize that you have a voice and you are allowed to say no. Real friends will still be your friends, even if you say no to them. You have to understand what you believe in and what your values are. You have to have confidence in yourself and know that you have the right to be respected and to say no. Choose your friends wisely. Like I said, good friends can handle you saying no sometimes. And talk to a trusted adult. Sometimes we need to practice how to say no or what to do when we get in sticky situations. Okay, so here are 6 tips that we're also going to go through that you should know just to stay safe online, okay? Now, these 6 tips are going to help you stay safe much easier, but mistakes do still happen, okay? And it's never too late to fix those mistakes. Find an adult you trust, and if one adult can't help, go to another adult and keep telling trusted adults until someone can help you. All right, ready for our 6 tips? Number 1, keep your passwords a secret. Just tell your parents, no one else. Your best friends don't need to know your password. 2, don't talk to strangers. Unless you've met them in person, we don't really know who they are. 3, don't give out your phone number, okay? Unless your parents say it's okay to give some type of information, even when you're typing it into your settings on new apps, always check with an adult first to make sure they feel comfortable with it. 4, I got lost on my paper there. Close and tell an adult. If you see something bad online, close it down right away and tell an adult what you saw. It's really important, and you won't get in trouble for it if you're being honest. 5, ask before you download. Okay, don't download anything, pictures, apps, unless you check with a parent first that it's okay. Your computer can get sick, or sometimes it has content or things on there that we don't need to be looking at. And 6, okay, only say and share nice things online. Always show respect. Always be kind. And that is the end of our very first kid series on internet safety. Again, there's my contact information if you want to get a hold of me. And I will see you in a few minutes for our next presentation.